A quick loot drop setup can save you a ton of time, keep you organized, and allow for more stealthy loot runs. It's super cheap and easy to set up, so let's build it right into this basic 2x1 starter base. For this build, you're going to need one solar panel, one small battery, one drop box, obviously, 3 industrial conveyors, 4 storage adapters, and 1 industrial splitter, for a grand total of 1 tech trash, 10 HQM, and 900 metal frags. Throw in an extra 4 HQM for the pipe and wire tools that you'll also need for this setup. To start, take your solar panel and place it on the outside of your base. It could be hidden in a bush or on your roof, it doesn't really matter. That's up to you. Then take your wire tool and connect to the electric output of the solar panel. You can try and hide your wires, but just bring it over to your base, and then go ahead and go inside. Once you're inside, switch over to the small battery and place it wherever you'd like. You can use Shift to use the new snapping features if you want to. Then go ahead and go back to the wire tool and connect it to the power in of the battery. Now you can grab your drop box and you can put that wherever you'd like as well. You want to make sure that it's facing this way where you kind of have the vault facing in. So we'll just put it here. Make sure that the other side is going to be on the outside of your base. Obviously in this 2x1, that's not an issue. Now we'll take the industrial splitter and we can just put it somewhere next to the drop box. Now go ahead and place 3 industrial conveyors on the wall somewhere. And take your storage adapters and place 1 on the top of the drop box. And then you're going to choose 3 of your chests. You can see I've used the new snapping features to load this 2x1 up with chests. And we're basically going to make a filter for resources, for armor and weapons, and then for everything else. So I can have resources go into this chest. So I'll place a storage adapter there. And then I can have something go into this chest, maybe the armor and weapons. And then I can have everything else go into this chest right here. So now we'll go ahead and we'll take our pipe tool and we'll pipe this all up. So right here out of the drop box, we want to go to the industrial out and we're going to connect it to the splitter. To the industrial in of the splitter. And now we're going to connect the splitter to each one of the conveyors. It doesn't really matter which one, to be honest. Probably whichever makes most sense. All right, we've connected our 3 conveyors to the drop box. Now we need to set up the filters for each one and connect it to the box that we want it in. So for the first one, we'll go and we'll change the item filters. So what we're going to do is we're going to search for resources. You can see we have resources here. And we're just going to have this first adapter take all the resources. So we'll just hit apply, and now we'll connect this conveyor to the chest where we want our resources to go. I do have a door frame here, a double door frame, so I have to kind of go through that, but we will be able to place a double door here when we're done. So we can go ahead and we can have the resources go into this chest. Now we'll go to the second industrial conveyor. We'll change our filters. For this one, we'll add both weapons and clothing. And we'll hit apply. Now we'll go ahead and we'll pipe this to the box where we want our weapons and clothing. Now we'll go to our third filter, and here's kind of the secret for this. This one we're going to have take anything else. So we're actually going to add all the filters we've already used. So resources, weapons, clothing, and now at the bottom we're going to go down here, and where it says any item in this dropdown, previously it's going to take any of those items and it's going to move it. But what we want to do is we want to exclude the listed items, because the other 2 conveyors are going to take these items, so this conveyor should take everything else. So now we'll go ahead and we'll pipe that to our more general storage box. And obviously you could use more boxes and have more conveyors, and you could organize things more, but I think that this is just a good starter setup. All right, so now we've got all the industrial stuff set up, but we need to connect our battery to the system. So we're going to grab our wire tool, and we're going to go to the power output of the battery. Now I do want to say, if you already have some other systems in your base, you could use an electrical branch. This system only needs 3 power. So if you're using an electrical branch, just set it to 3 power, and then you're going to go to the power in of the first conveyor, and then you're going to go to the pass through, connect it to the power in of the second conveyor, and then pass through again, and connect to the power in of the third conveyor, and then you just need to turn all of the conveyors on. So now let's go ahead and let's just check our boxes so you can see this one's empty, empty, and empty, but I do have a chest with some stuff in it. So we are going to take all this stuff out and we're going to put it in our Dropbox and see what happens. So here's our Dropbox, so we'll open it up, put as much as we can in to start, hit submit, start throwing more in. If it can't take more, it will deny us, so don't worry about putting too much in. Make sure we get this Thompson in there. All right, we've got everything in there, and now let's go ahead and check inside. So if you look at the conveyors themselves, you can see when items pass through, and let's go look at our boxes. So in the top one, we seem to have a lot of resources. In this one, we have, looks like clothing and weapons. And over here, what else? Oh, tech trash and some raw meat. So we could actually, change this filter for the resources and just add it to the list and apply that. And if we want to be really organized, we would then go down here to our general one and we would exclude tech trash from here. So now, we grab that tech trash that went into the miscellaneous box and we deposit it back into our Dropbox. Let's see where it goes now. And you can see there it is with all of the resources. I do want to mention, guys, you can protect your Dropbox a little bit. You could even just use wood out here and create just a little room. And that way you could delete it later on when you expand the base, but it gives you a little bit of protection when you're dropping off items, but you still don't have to run in through all of the doors of your base. So hopefully this gives you an easy way to drop off loot, stay organized. You can get right back out there and start looting again without having to go through all the doors in your base. There really isn't a reason not to build this if you have the resources. And also, guys, with all that loot that you're going to get from those quick loot runs, you should probably protect your tool cupboard a little better. So check out this video right here where I show you the absolute best ways to protect your TC room. That's all I've got for you for today, guys. I'm Stackrunner, and I'll see you in the next one.